Hi, I'm Gary Cinderbrand. The videos that follow are designed to face directly into the challenges that anyone between their third and seventh year is going to face. Now, a lot of what you're going to hear is not the result of I had some great idea one day and we did it. A lot of what you're going to hear resulted from multiple failures, both on my part, my partner's part that I trained with, and thousands of other FAs that we've worked with. What's left is what works. So you're going to face a situation, if you've made it this far, that the clients you're probably opening in the last 3 months probably don't look like the clients you opened in the first 3 months. They're a little bit different. A, there's probably not as many of them because maybe you're not trying to make those household hurdles, whatever you had to put up with in your first 2 months. But B, my guess is on average, you're dealing with larger numbers. So let's assume in your first, year, the average account you opened was called $265,000. Second year, maybe it was $290,000. Now you're in your fifth year. Now in your fifth year, you're opening average accounts of $500,000. It's a good trend, right? You're getting less stupid. You're actually doing better and better as far as bringing new business in. So let's just project it out a little bit and take a look at the number of accounts you have now that you would count as fitting your ideal. What's the best that could possibly be? And then count how many they are versus how many are lower in your thought process, if you will. Every FA out there in this phase of their career runs into this problem I call the monster in the closet. You should start here. Unless you've been very lucky or unlucky, you're facing this problem right now. The question is, what are you going to do about it, and when are you going to do something about it? I did something about it between my second and third year. In retrospect, it was the most terrifying thing I ever did professionally, but it was also the smartest thing I ever did professionally, and I had no idea at the time it would work out that way. Take a look. The next two should be looked at kind of back to back in any order you want. How to make a proper investment introduction. In other words, how do I generate value before the client has a chance to even experience anything? That's why I hate value propositions. How can someone perceive value by you just reciting it in a sentence? The first thing of value I exchange is education and time. I give my time to educate any prospective client as to why I do it the way I do. And if we were to do business together, it's really important that you understand how I think because it's different from every other advisor you've probably talked to. It's kind of how I open it. And they're going, ooh, wow, this is interesting. They pay attention. So explaining that through an investment introduction, you're going to pretty much explain the overview of what I might call the secret sauce. This is the secret sauce, the math that powers the A to B process. It basically is a way of dynamically rebalancing a portfolio against a timeline and a goal set, which is defined by a percentage return, by the way, that may or may not have anything to do with the client's risk profile. I get into that later. But if you understand the math behind this and you can explain it to someone in plain language, they're going to say, well, who else does that? And you can say, no one that I know of. And they're going to go, we want to go with you. Because you're looking for clients that understand why you do what you do. Looking for clients where you can allow them to basically offload responsibility for the outcome to you. It doesn't happen overnight. But it starts with educating the client. Bunch of other stuff in here you can look at. Just wander around. You may hear me be a bit repetitive. Oh, there's a surprise. But everything's in here for a purpose. I'll put more stuff in here as I go. Leave me a comment, a thumbs up, a subscription, a like, whatever the hell you're supposed to do on YouTube. I don't know. I don't spend my life hanging around up here. Anyway, guys, you bust out a 3 to 7 or an accelerating curve, sky's the limit. You're not going to stop unless you decide you don't even give a shit anymore. Hopefully that's not the case. Thanks for your time. This is Gary Cinderbrand.